Ooh, so much goss to cover this week.
From Jesus Christ to Saint Cecilia.
And special announcements.
Plus, community reigns supreme, from sisterly discussions to uplifting queer spaces and saying fuck off to ICE.
And a special tip spot with the recently crowned King of Drag royalty.
Not to mention, we're getting some juicy letters about glitter dicks, mayhem ticks, and catchphrases.
It's about that time.
Yes, God, Mama, it's Goss o'clock.
M.
Oh.
M.
Mom!
Ooh. Oh. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm going into the kitchen. I'll make you a cappuccino. She'll never know that it's Maxwell House. I'll be right out. Do you remember those commercials?
Yes.
It wasn't Maxwell House. I can't remember the fucking name.
Folgers?
Anyway.
It was when they were like, it was like a Frappuccino Cappuccino Delight or something.
Yes.
What was it?
Instant cappuccino.
Yeah, but the name was like, it felt like Italian or European.
Something
or
house.
Something Delights or something.
Instant cappuccino commercial.
This is what they tune in for.
It says Maxwell House.
Was it?
But
I was in like a little square, like rectangular-ish container. What was it?
Wow. Well, it doesn't exist. Wait, no, it does. Maybe this is it.
What?
It is Maxwell House. Bitch!
You was right. Okay.
Anyway, welcome back.
You are a trap, honey.
Welcome back for another steaming, piping, scalding serving of hot goss. This is our weekly chat show where we talk about events in our lives, gossip and politics, and take a deep dive into the DMs.
Yes.
Let's get into some. Suck
That's
it
hot
to me,
goss.
daddy.
Suck it to me, daddy.
Our goss is fresh every week. It is not instant. We have an actual goss machine. We do everything by hand. It's imported.
Yeah.
From Colombia.
We go from fag to your ears. It's like farm to table. And
any news to share? What's going on in your life? Oh, I'm engaged.
oh, Sadie, Mary lady. Okay, let's get the important stuff out of the way. Where are you registered?
Wait, do you do that for an engagement?
Well, yeah, you're going to get married. So this is when the gifts start, girl.
When do I don't know. I'm unaware of the economy, the economics of marriage culture, but you register for your wedding. You don't register for your engagement, do you?
Yeah, but your wedding is coming up, and that's what people give you gifts
Girl,
for.
don't do all that. We're taking our time here with this.
Okay, well, here's
one thing at a time.
Here's how it works, though. You feed all these people.
You just want to wear a bridesmaid's dress.
Yes. Here's how it works. You feed these people and get them drunk, and then in return for that, they give you a gift. So it's like an even exchange, and it's all friendly and fun. But you need to tell them what kind of gifts you want, because people will give you shitty gifts. And you don't want to get 3 food processors.
No, we will be doing that. We will be registering somewhere. Where should I register?
Georgia Tent and Awning.
What is the horse and hog?
Yeah, a nice feed store where you can get your pellets.
Garbage Bags Industrial Limited.
Basically, Uline. I feel like
store. Ooh, I would love to be registered at Uline.
Yeah, and they have so many good things like carts on wheels and things.
Matt would love that too. Honestly.
Yeah, he really would. It's resourceful and what?
Uline is huge Republican billionaire donor evil people.
Oh.
See, this is why this podcast is educational. This is why this podcast is educational, because we didn't know that. So maybe our listeners didn't know that. So now they do. So we're not registered at Uline or Chick-fil-A. Okay.
Yeah. You know where you should register? WeHo Party next to Mickey's. They have everything a girl could need.
They have sparkly jackets. I'm so in.
Yeah, I'd say there that would be a great start. Or the Fire Island Market.
Yes, please. The Pines Pantry.
Yes, the Pines Pantry. Register there for sundries and light items.
It has been really lovely. Everybody's response has been so nice, and everybody's been really supportive, and it's really sweet. And I mean, people keep asking me like, "Oh, how does it feel? Does it?" And it's like it feels normal, because it's like I feel like when you know that you want to be with somebody, it's not like a change from the status quo. It's like this is just, it feels right and it feels normal, and we're very happy.
And the ring isn't too ostentatious. It's classic. It's simple, befitting for a lady of your pedigree.
Well, we're gonna get a lady ring at some point.
Yes, get some rocks, bitch.
That's just like an obnoxious, like laboratory diamond, I think.
Nuggets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the woman should have a big,
the woman in me.
Obnoxious ring.
Oh, yes.
Now, speaking of ring, I could hear a bell ring at Jesus Christ Superstar at the Hollywood Bowl. How was it? You were there?
Yeah, Philippa Sue, her voice is, she was in Hamilton for years. Her voice is like a clear bell, and like on the last note of Everything's All Right, she's like, close your eyes. And it was like so silent, and then somebody whistled, and it was just like, I said it in my Instagram, like a bell and a flute had a baby. Her voice was so clear and beautiful, and Adam just like shredded the fucking score. It was sang how it always should be sung from now on. And Cynthia Erivo as Jesus, like watching the tears and watching them flow in Gethsemane and her death scene, like there were so many options up that anybody doing this role now needs to study her. She is just like the epitome. It was so good. Josh Gad was great in a role that's usually a drag queen. He was giving very Trump, like golden calf, evil king.
I thought Josh Gad called out.
He called out for the first two shows because of COVID, but he made it to the last show, which was on Sunday. And that's the show that Raja and I got to go see with Chanel Perillo and like all the other
photo.
It was fun.
There was a lot of iconography in that picture.
Johnny Rice was there. Cheyenne Jackson was there. So many people were there. It was an event, and I've been to a lot of shows at the Hollywood Bowl. I was just there like 3 weeks ago with Thorgy for her show on stage. But this... Oh! Indeed, I was. But this was the best show I've ever seen there. Like, it was everything. The outfit was very like... Cynthia's outfit was very like skin graft, Johnny Coda.
Sure.
It was just such an event. Jesus Christ Superstar was the first show I ever did. So like seeing it on stage with like my friends and like Adam like killing it. It was so good. Everybody go to YouTube and look up these songs. It was everything.
What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening.
And just like it was everything. But speaking of wonderful shows, it was also a tax write-off because I was talking to Raja and I was like, girl, we need to get Raja Draja back up. Or Raja, we need to get you on this mom podcast again because she's just the funniest person in the world, and sitting next to her is like a gift. She has so much fucking insight and she's so smart and she's always got drugs.
Yeah. Well, the door is always open here at Mom for Raja. I mean, she is she is a Mom Legacy member. So the door is always open. She could do Raja Draja, but it is just the audio format, so we just hear the pencil going.
And then
Speaking of good shows, though, Chiquitetas, Drag Queen of the Year alum and icon of the community, is starring in Red Ink.
Yes.
The story of Cecilia Gentili at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. Rosie O'Donnell went and saw the show, and she posted about Chicky a few times on social media. This is great. Girl, Chicky she is the one.
But she is doing it. She is a truth teller and a whistleblower.
Activist.
And an activist. And Cecilia would be very proud of this. For those of you that don't know Cecilia, one of the things you may have seen her on was Pose. She played like the really rich lady that got Dominique Jackson's character in with the mob towards the end. She was always very put together. She always had something hilarious to say. And she's no longer with us, but Chiquitita is carrying on her legacy and telling her story at the Fringe Festival. And a lot of great shows started the Edinburgh Fringe. And I wish I could go see this. But
we
if you're
worship Chiquitetas. We do.
Yes. If you're in Edinburgh, go see it.
Yes, definitely. And we also have a Rainbow Spotlight this week that comes with a letter. This says, "Hi, Divas, Dolls, and Dipper. I hope that each and every one of the drag race chasers has heard Aja's amazing monologue about using drag for world peace. In honor of this modern masterpiece, I humbly nominate a remix of the monologue as your tip spot, Douched and Dangerous by Mr. Roper. I've attached a picture of my douched and dangerous rump for your eating pleasure. Sincerely, just a whole sir." Okay, let's take a listen to Mr. Roper featuring Aja. The song is called Douched and Dangerous.
To save the world, to save the world, to save the world, to save the world. If we were to go to war, I would walk down Fifth Avenue, the highest pair of patent leather stilettos that I own. Knees, gloss to the gods, wearing Melanie Mills all over my thighs, shining all the way to the intensity of the brightest sun. Walk down Fifth Avenue, the highest pair of patent leather stilettos that I own. Knees, gloss to the gods, wearing Melanie Mills all over my thighs, shining all the way to the intensity of the brightest sun. Walk down Fifth Avenue, the highest pair of patent leather stilettos that I own. Knees, gloss to the gods, wearing Melanie Mills all over my thighs, shining all the way to the intensity of the brightest sun. Walk down Fifth Avenue, the highest pair.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform designed to help you stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or scaling your business, everybody needs a website. Otherwise, you're just out there making your business happen with what? Word of mouth? No, ma'am. If you've got a passion project that you're starting, if you want to start making drag watches that are purely ornamental, made for the sole purpose of a queen touching her wrist during lip sync when the song lyrics say, "Time." That idea is brilliant and needs a website. This is why you need Squarespace, because Squarespace gives you everything you need to claim your domain. Showcase your offerings with a professional website, then you can grow your brand and get paid all in one place. Plus, they have integrated SEO tools, which means search engine optimization, I think, so you can show up more often on search engines. And their Blueprint AI design tool, which can get a fully custom website built in just a few steps if you want to do the whole AI thing. Plus, you can connect your socials, set up easy ways for your customers to buy your products, and even schedule appointments with you. It's all right there on Squarespace. I've scaled a number of businesses in my time, and they have all needed websites because websites just legitimize you, you know? And Squarespace is a great spot for a creative person like me who needs to make a website and has great ideas but doesn't necessarily know the HTML, QRL, TMV of it all, you know? Because I'm not an IT whiz at all. But Squarespace makes it easy for me to select what I want and then put out a wonderful website. And it could be the same for you. You need to check out squarespace.com/drag for a free trial. And then when you're ready to launch, just use the offer code DRAG to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain, which is kind of the same thing. Squarespace.com/drag.
Chime is changing the way people bank. They offer the most rewarding, fee-free banking, and it's built just for you.
I don't want to interrupt here, but I want to chime in. They're not like traditional old banks that charge you overdraft and monthly fees. Plus, they have thousands of fee-free ATMs. There's nothing more frustrating than added fees when you're just trying to access your own money.
Exactly. So with Chime, you are not just switching banks, you are upgrading to America's #1 choice for banking with a Chime checking account.
And how about some of these benefits? All benefits here, honey. Get 5% cash back on a Chime card in a category of your choice, like gas or groceries. And you get savings that grow faster with 3.75 APY. That's 9 times higher than the national average.
And don't forget, they also have Spot Me, which lets you overdraft up to $200 fee-free.
We all need to be proactive in our own finances and understand what our money's doing, and banking can be confusing. There's so many hidden fees and policies that are different at each bank, so you have to look out for you, and with Chime you can do that.
Yes, God, and don't just settle. Find what works for you and get the perks and benefits that are beneficial to your life. Check out Chime.
Honey, I did. I'm a Chime user, and Chime is not just smarter banking, it's the most rewarding way to bank. Join the millions who are already banking fee-free today.
Head to chime.com/drag. That is chime.com/drag. It only takes a few minutes to sign up.
Chime is a fintech, not a bank. Banking services provided for MyPay and Chime Card provided by Chime Bank Partners. Optional products and services may have fees or charges. Stated annual percentage yield and cashback for Chime Prime only. No minimum balance required.
Checking account ranking based on a J.D. Power survey published October 20th, 2025. For more information on APY rates, MyPay, SpotMe, and travel perks, go to chime.com/disclosures.
And we are back. Honey, did you see The Family Feud?
With the dolls?
Yes.
No, I did not watch it yet. Is it out?
I'm not sure if it's out yet, but I saw Laverne Cox giving Steve Harvey a good time. Because
And TS.
wait, she was
TS. Can I call you TS?
The Laverne Cox was giving Steve Harvey a hard time while she was trying to give Diplo a good time. That's what I meant to say. She was there with, is that Zachary Drucker, T.S. Madison, Peppermint, and is that Mila Jam? Is that Mila?
Is that Zachary?
Is it?
It's
Who is
not
it?
Zachary,
The picture's
it's
small.
Mila.
Who's next to Zachary? It's a blonde girl, and the picture's too small of a resolution.
I'll text you her name in just a second.
Drag her.
Trans icons on the team playing against Diplo's team. We're not going to tell you who won, but anytime there's this many trans girls on televisions, I think we're all the winners.
Oh my God. I can't wait to see that. TS, I saw the clip of TS and Steve Harvey going back and forth. And it's just like, because TS is like, she can go toe to toe with anybody. And so having these two like legendary sort of figures sort of just tete-a-tete. I mean, it was fucking great. I can't wait to watch this. It must be out now. So it'll be streaming. We were literally watching Family Feud when I was home with my mom, and it's really good.
Oh my
Steve
God.
Harvey's hilarious.
I think you could be on it.
Okay.
You should be.
Okay, great.
Jocelyn DeFries.
Yes.
What is it? They're all in black, but TS is in navy. Do you think she was having that problem with the gold black dress where she's like she couldn't tell?
Yeah, it must be. We're all wearing black. Okay, girl. Yeah, no, totally. Shows up in a red dress. A red sequin.
Also, in other Laverne Cox news, there was some internet conflama and drama. There was a post advertising her one-woman show at the City Winery And Laverne chose to share about her ex-boyfriend, who was a blonde-haired, blue-eyed, 26-year-old Republican, MAGA-voting New York City cop. The internet was abuzz with criticisms.
How can you be a cop at 26? Doesn't that seem a
Because
little young?
to be a police officer, you need even less training than a board-certified hairstylist.
They need
It's
even
less
less training
hours.
than us to do this podcast.
I take airplanes, not trains. You can call the Uber Blade, sweetheart.
You are a fierce trainee, honey.
There was a whole roundtable conversation that Laverne did with the people in her community that wanted to speak with her about what she was saying, and there were some funny things. Keaton, I'm not sure what her last name is, but I follow her online. She's an actress. She was in East Siders with Me or Unconventional. She said something so funny that snuck me so severely that I have to look it up again.
The setup was really...
Do you remember
The setup was really sincere.
Yeah. Like, even Laverne was gagged and and like, when something is funny, you have to be able to laugh at yourself. Oh, okay. So she said, you're upset that Kamala brought a Republican into the campaign, but you don't understand why people are upset that you brought a Republican inside of you. And Laverne started wagging her finger and was gagging Zolid. And it was one of those moments where, her name is, it's Queitann. She said, give me all the vowels but a O, bitch.
Period.
And she was so funny. And this is a valuable thing to see because it just shows the complexity of everybody and that there are people are in need of love and they're willing to take it even with some restrictions on it or codicils, I think, in some cases, because everybody just wants to be wanted in the end. I feel like anybody that's like, oh, I don't give a fuck, I'll go my own road, I'll hoe it myself. Like, yeah, that's great until you need someone to zip the back of your dress.
I'll plant my own tree. No, well,
exactly, Neely.
I mean, there's a lot of issues in this conversation. I watched a few of the clips online because I scrolled upon one and I was like, I need to see more of this. Like, the conversations are really deep. There's a lot of issues here about race, gender, about politics. So it's riveting conversation. There's an over 2-hour conversation on YouTube. The show is called Olay and Friends, like oil of Olay, the spelling. And so you can watch it on YouTube, watch the whole thing, and girl, get into it.
Yeah, and they're not trying to villainize Laverne. She's not Aaron Schock. She's not George Santos. She's done so many wonderful things for us that I certainly am not going to be mad at her for getting some trade that is not in agreement with all of our politics.
Well, trade is different than like dating someone.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
I think. I mean, I don't know, right?
Yes, it is, but
it's different to be like,
you don't date trade.
Oops, I let somebody. You don't date trade. But I mean, it's a conversation. It isn't just a like you said. It's not like let's villainize and demonize Laverne. It's like there is a conversation. It's about like attraction. It's about like who she's relationships that she's been in the past that have led her to to that situation. So check out the conversation on YouTube on Olay and Friends because it's riveting television. Speaking of riveting, Precinct.
Mm-hmm.
We were there last night.
We were, because last week they announced that they were going through a tough time. There's a frivolous lawsuit that someone is bringing forth on them, which is causing them stress financially and otherwise. The person bringing the lawsuit is on her 5th lawyer, and the lawsuit is public. You can go read it. I read the whole thing because I wanted to be informed about what was going on. So we all did what we know how to do, and we went there and threw a good goddamn show and partied. Rubella Spreads put together a great lineup of people from Meatball and Dream and Felony Dodger and you and Jackie Beat. And it was a great show.
Mind you, this was a Wednesday night. And, just a few days before, Precinct made a post. And they were like, we're going to do an event. We're going to do a fundraising event. There's going to be some shows. There's going to be some raffle items. There's going to be a silent auction. I thought it was going to be like a cute little, get together. Mama, when I tell you, there was a line around the block on a Wednesday night.
It's the longest line I've ever seen in Los Angeles.
A line around the block. It was packed wall to wall. The support was palpable. You could feel it in the air. And it was a love fest. I love that place. I love everybody who works there and who goes there and who hangs out there and who makes that place a very special spot for a community. So it was really touching to be there last night.
They're really close to their 70,000 goal on GoFundMe, so please support them. The show was so good. Bitch Pudding was there. Cornbread was there. The best part about Precinct, it's not only the people and Brian and providing a space for all of these girls, but Jackie Beat can go stand in the walk-in fridge after her number and not sweat off her face.
And that is drag.
That is
why
community.
People died at Stonewall.
Yes.
For that purpose.
Speaking of political things, would you like to maybe get a little political with me?
It's a mini one, so let's get political. Okay.
Let's get polit. The ICE raids have not stopped. People online are letting everyone know where they're going on, but this morning, Wednesday, August 6th, at 6:45 in the morning, a Penske moving truck pulled into the MacArthur Park Home Depot parking lot off of Union, which is the one that I go to, luring day laborers with the promise of work. Shortly after the truck arrived, white and black Sprinter vans entered the parking lot from the Union Ave and Wilshire Boulevard sides. You can enter from like 3 different sides in this parking lot, basically. Within a minute, more than a dozen Border Patrol agents emerged from the back of the truck, and at least a dozen more emerged from the vans and immediately set about indiscriminately grabbing vendors and workers. Armed agents on both sides blocked the entrance, controlling which cars could come and go, while LAPD, a block away at Rampart Station, did nothing to intervene.
Mama, it's despicable. Well, we encourage you to go to @LATenants for more information. They are collecting donations to help families and those affected by these raids. And August 12th, they are helping to organize a 24-hour community stoppage to reclaim the power and stop the Trump terror. No work, no school, no shopping. That's a 24-hour stoppage on August 12th, 2025. So that's coming up. And we'll keep an eye on this. And we're going to take a break at this moment. Well, we have a very special tip spot today.
Clear out the dressing room.
Clear out the dressing room. This week, it's not the queen of drag. It's the king of drag. The winner of season 1 of King of Drag. Please welcome at this time the iconic, the groundbreaking, the brilliant King Molasses.
Oh my gosh. I cannot believe you're saying these words to me. I'm actively trying to stay in my body right now. But yes, it's me. Hi, everyone.
How do you feel? How do you feel as you're the flagship winner of a new competition series?
I feel like just celestial space dust all of the time. If I'm being real, I don't know what anything means. I'm just here and I'm wearing this symbol of this whole new venture into drag and the industry. and I'm humbled and terrified, and also I'm very thankful. I'm obviously I'm hanging out with you both in this virtual space by just the nature of this work. So I think I'm in the right spot, but it does feel a little weird. I'm not even gonna lie.
We've worked together before, so we've hung out, I think, technically was it the Baltimore Eagle?
I may have been like a like stud looking person in the back of the Baltimore Eagle while you were in there hanging out and working, but we've shared spaces before. But I'm one of those people where, and I don't know if you ever like feel this way, but I've worked with folks like across franchises for several years. And I'm one of those people that it's like, I'm not going to bother you. I'm not going to be in your face. I'm not going to like try and get a selfie.
That's groundbreaking.
I certainly don't mean to be, but it's one of those things where like I'm at work. And I also
Totally
have a certain awareness that like, I knew that I was going to get on this podcast eventually, but until I get there, I'm going to let you do your thing and I'm not going to bother you until then. So
the selfie thing is, I think it's just the overlap of we happen to look amazing while we're at work usually, and there's all these mirrors, so we're like, let's take a picture.
Oh,
so like,
totally.
You know, before gravity gets us and all that good stuff. But
let's do it. I'm curious about the show because I really enjoyed watching King of Drag. Anyone listening out there, you can watch it on Reverie and check it out. I want to know, because watching it, I could feel the sort of like community-ness going on, and I want to know if that's really how it felt, because it came through through the screen.
Yeah, absolutely. I had just texted DVD this TikTok that someone sent being like, I guess we're all in a throuple with all of these sapphic people in their relationships. Like, I was like, did you know we're dating, DVD? I mean,
Wow.
like, I knew, but did you know? Like, and of course, like they liked it and they were like, I'm going to work. Like, I'll talk to you later, bro.
You know, you made it when the fan fiction and rumors start.
Oh, yeah. But also within the cast, we've been shipping ourselves. Like, drag kings are notoriously known for, like, being self-obsessed and flirting with ourselves because we've had to do it ourselves for a long time. Like, it's cool to be it's cool to be seen. But yeah, no, we've been like circle jerking how great we are for like a minute. And it's the camaraderie is truly it's real. It takes a very particular type of person to do this work. So we do just have that like understanding of how transformative and expansive the art form can be, even if you're not necessarily getting the notoriety or the industry recognition. And I think that's all the more reason why it was important for me to just do well for myself, regardless of what my results were on the show. And everybody felt that way. So it just made loving on everybody super easy. And we were all just doing our best.
Now, how did King of Drag come about for you? Did they ask you to audition? Did you submit a tape? Was it a number out of a hat? What happened?
Well, for myself, I saw the announcement of the show auditions. I wasn't tapped previous, like I wasn't aware that this was sort of in the works until it was announced. And I was like, this is great. I'm currently taking a break from drag, so I'll check it out season 2. That was that was sort of my MO. And then I got, people within the scene and my following were like, hey, are you what's going on here? And I was just like, I am taking a break. And then I did get some internal taps from the casting that were saying like, hey, we hope you're interested in trying out. I also did have I've worked with Murray in the past, and Murray was also like, bro, like, what you think? And I told him the same thing. At that particular time, I was taking a break. But I'm bitches. Like, enough peer pressure and self-reflection will have me, thinking like maybe I'll give it a shot. So after some pressure, I waited very long. I had 3 days, and I turned around the application just like everybody else.
Mhm.
And then I went through the callback process, and that was how I got cast. But it was through a lot of encouragement.
That's very Alyssa Edwards. Like because Alyssa Edwards was like, I don't do drag anymore and I'm not doing that. And then the moment arrives. Like sometimes the moment just sort of pulls you into it. And it was definitely and I'm so glad that you like accepted that call, because we really all benefited from that. And seeing you on the show was amazing. That's how it works. Sometimes destiny says, no, you're not on a break. It's time now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Destiny turns on a dime.
Yeah. If anything, not you better. Yeah. I often refer to this as like a calling, like drag as a calling, this moment as a calling. And you said it really, really well. Like, I wanted a break, but when you don't answer a call, like when the debt collectors be like, hey girl, like they're going to keep calling. So it's usually to our benefit to hear it out. And I am proud of myself, if only that while I had some resistance and I had hit a bit of fatigue within like my work by the time I was taking that break that winter. But when Murray Hill like takes the time to like check in on you and call, that's not something that I take lightly. And with just the sort of the momentum of it, it was enough for me to kind of get over myself and say, like, look, ho, you're gonna be tired and it's gonna be okay. And I've been very, very grateful for the reception. Willam, you've been so positively like commenting on like my work, like on Instagram, like without prompt. And I've been receiving such affirmation and praise from drag performers, people that I idolize across franchises. And I could not have imagined any better result, regardless of whether I won or not. So it was worth it to say yes, for sure.
I was going to ask you about your inspirations and stuff, but I just want to remind you that now when other drag kings get asked, they're going to be saying you, because you're an inspiration to all of these people.
Gee.
You're a wonderful performer, obviously a wonderful person, and you're the first of your kind. I have a question about how you became. Does King Molasses relate in any way to the show that I used to watch on the OWN network called Queen Sugar? Is it a direct correlation to that? Because in my head, that's what it's been the whole time. And every time I see you, I forget to ask. And I'm like, is it? That show was good. Rutina
That
Wesley?
show was good. Ava DuVernay, she did that.
Yes.
I had an ex who's like a dear friend who was obsessed with that show. I cannot believe this is the first time someone has asked me this question. This is actually great. But the answer is no.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I wish though, maybe I should have planned ahead and just been like, say yes, just say yes. But
No, you're great.
Excellent format. But my inspirations from drag, or like within the world, I'm kind of an art fart type of person. Like I studied visual art in college. I don't have a formal performance background. I'm not a trained dancer or anything, but I lived and worked and communed with other musicians, with dancers, with performing artists. And I spent my early 20s in Baltimore, which if you've all spent any time in that town, the art creative industry is very much like, just do it. Nobody cares. Everybody's broke. Like, we're all in warehouses, like
Just
being
do
hetero flexible. Just fucking do it, you know?
Totally.
So my inspiration really comes from just like trying to look good in a frame, if that makes sense. Like when we look at images in ourselves and we're just like, oh, like you that feeling when you look at that shot, then like, that's a good photo. I want to feel that every moment within performance, or every moment that I am embodied as King Molasses. So like my dad is visually referenced in the show, and my dad is such an 80s power like CEO type guy. Like he wore the double-breasted Yves Saint Laurent, like Givenchy, like 80s cut suits. It's so specific. And the way he looked as a result of that in a picture it's striking, and it's the decision and the intentionality, and those fashion choices for me are very masculine coded, and that's where my masculinity, I think, shows up in drag, but not so much the desire to necessarily like be a hard dude. You know, like the beard is very much to hide my face, because it's like I was working, and I actually don't like, I like the idea of kind of having a Clark Kent kind of situation, because
totally,
I would like to be able to walk around and go to shows and like see Willam like and hang and know that like we're chilling and we're working. But when I turn it on, it's on, right? Like when the meeting starts, the meeting starts.
I mean, you turn it on, but you can also give subtle and soft too. The way you did your Ira Glass for that impersonation, it was just so out of left field. It was one of those moments where you're like, this is happening and it's so good. Not to compare it to Bob and Carol Channing, but like you were like, it was one of those things where it was, you wanted to lean in and listen closer because you were afraid you were going to miss something, because it was so, what's the word? Like you were in it, you committed to the bit, and just I feel like from the first episode on, it was one of those situations where it was very like a Bianca Del Rio or a Shea Coulee, where you're like, as soon as you saw them, you knew they were going to win. That was how it was for me watching anyway.
Wow.
Were there any moments on the show where you were like, how do I get through this? Who do I look to? What ancestors do I call on? Did the judges intimidate you? What was that whole thing? I asked 7 questions. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, these are great questions. My ancestors and guides are still side-eyeing me for the Ira Glass choice, because I am hella African. So, like, you know, I'll be working through that penance for the rest of my life. But it was worth it, because honestly, the idea of it made me laugh. Which I always think is
the most important part.
That is the most important part. I thought it was a head-ass silly choice to make. And then also, I was like, if I land this plane, I'm gonna fuck these white people up. That was also like
period.
And if I can be frank with the Bob and the Carol Channing choice, right? Like there are choices that we make as artists, and then there are choices that we make because we know the rooms that we are in and we know the impact of those decisions. Like to pick Ira Glass required me to be very, very confident in my character work, which is not something I traditionally do. So it required me to like, if I'm going to do it, I have to do it all the way.
Totally.
And the fact that people leaned into it and were so taken by it, I think I give myself a pat on the back for the study of the character and the choice. But it was a risk. And it is still a risk. But I also I'm pretty confident in what I bring, not only as a performer, but just as a person in the world. Like my first job out of college was making $0 at a public radio station in Baltimore. Like I've listened to podcasts. I am a millennial. Like I am of the generation of people that were taken by this particular soft-spoken, like nasally vocal fry-y, like white guy who is in Chicago and studied like somatics at Northwestern and just wants to make really interesting, beautiful work about American lives. Like, it's weird that, and also the joy of drag, is being able to make a decision that splinters in such a way that so many different people from different walks of life can be connected, and it's silly. Like, it's cool to be light, silly, and connected. It's easy sometimes to be heavy and like intense, but that was honestly, I did that shit. I'm pretty happy.
You did that shit. We are so grateful that you took the time to speak with us today and come on the show. We're honored. We worship at the altar of the king of drag.
We tip our hats
King
to
Molasses. Where can people find you on social media and the internet?
Yeah, they can find me at King Molasses across platforms. The platform that I'm actively engaging with is Instagram. So real talk. And before I leave, I just wanted to say congratulations, Alaska, on your engagement.
Thank you.
We love out here. So yeah, I was super excited and very, very happy to have hang out with you all. So thanks so much.
I got one more
Thank
question
you
for
so
you.
much.
Since our queer spaces are so important, where can
Hell
we
yeah.
find you performing in America, wherever? And what are your favorite bars to just have a good time at, too?
Oh gosh, I love all of God's bars because I don't drink, so I get to leave with no
Me
tap
neither.
every time. Hell yeah.
Yeah, and it makes friends because we have all these drink tickets, and then we're like, well, you get a drink ticket.
You totally get it. But so in these American streets, I have actually two really big shows. The first is Bushwig. Will be yes,
Cheers.
right in, the premier drag festival in Brooklyn at the Knockdown Center. I will be there on August 23rd. And then the other big show is Nightgowns, the 10-year anniversary with Sasha Velour. I'll be on cast with Sasha Colby as well, Kevin Aviance, and the illustrious Pearl. But there's tons of rotating casts, so I think our ticket dates might be sold out because people are bugging me about it. But if y'all can like sneak in, I don't know how you can just don't get me in trouble. But I would love to see everybody there if you can make it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Long may you reign.
King Molasses.
Hey, pew, pew, pew. Thanks, gang. Y'all have a good one, and thanks for the tip.
Of course.
Nice.
So you're running out of closet space. The good news? You don't need to stop shopping. You just need to start selling with The RealReal. The RealReal is the world's largest and most trusted resource for authenticated luxury resale. Whether it's that mini bag that can't even fit your phone or those boots you never fully broke in, The RealReal handles everything from photography and copywriting to shipping and pricing. So you can just sit back, get paid, and make room for things that actually feel like you. And with 10,000 plus new arrivals every single day from top designers like Prada, Celine, Louis Vuitton, and Loewe, all for up to 90% off retail, you're bound to find something perfectly on brand to fill that extra closet space with. Plus, this May only, you can get an extra $200 to shop when you sell for the first time. Make room for what feels like you. Go to therealreal.com to start selling and get your extra $200 to keep shopping at therealreal.com. That's therealreal.com. Terms apply.
We are back, and this is the moment where we go spelunking deep inside the DMs. Heather Headley, why don't you read this one?
Yes, ma'am. This is from Dan. Long-time listener, long-term slut. My name is Dan Saxon, and Willam, we filmed the video a few years of you doing an expert application of blue shimmery eyeshadow with my penis. You made me cackle so hard, it was difficult to stay hard. If you ever need to put on more eyeshadow... is that the sound of an erection fading?
Yes.
It kind of is in my head whenever a limp member comes into the room. But anyway, if you ever need to put on more eyeshadow, I would be happy for you to use my applicator again. Also, I have recently left LA after 4 years of living there. I really enjoyed it in the beginning, but I found by the end I was going out every weekend and it was not helping my mental health. I know you don't drink anymore, Willam. How did you and Alaska find moving to LA affected your relationship with drugs and alcohol? I recently moved back to Australia and I am feeling more settled in my life here. I am a very shy and demure lad, but please see attachments below of my dick pics or check out my Twitter. Dan.
Well, let's talk about these pictures first.
Oh my God.
This first one is like so aesthetically just like
beautiful.
It looks like
AI.
Like when they did like the Roman like sculptures of like nude men, except if they like jumbo sized it. Like it's like the foreskin has made a complete sheath and it's all just like one skin tone. I wonder if there's, tinted moisturizer or something because the color.
You think he's using a BB?
so even, so matte. It's just like a beautiful aesthetic situation. I can see why you would want to use this to apply your suckless face and body eyeshadow glitter.
Yes, and also the foreskin is fully retractable to reveal a nectarine-sized head there. That's just like wow. This could give life. Abs,
Totally.
washboard, cute little beard, and I was gonna have you guess which dick he was in the photo, but he already said it. This was one of my favorite photos I ever took. It was all these dicks covered in all of my different color glitters above me, and I just thought this was. If anybody wants to see it, it's on my OnlyFans. This was for me a way of combining the two things that I love, dick and drag. And I was like, if I'm going to be a CEO, I'm going to put my money where my mouth is, or at least my glitter.
Well, yeah. Now, to answer your question, Dan, I think for me, generally, I think Los Angeles is a choose your own adventure kind of place. And when you move here, I mean, when I first moved here, listen,
Which
this
time?
is where the first time that was, I mean, it was wild times, and I was introduced to things that I hadn't been introduced to before, and that's part of it. That can be part of your adventure here. A lot of wonderful things, a lot of less than wonderful things, but a lot of things. And but living in Los Angeles for a long time, as we both have, I think that you can you have to carve out what your life is here. Like, is it the nightlife thing? Is it the nature thing? Is it the, meditative kind of spiritual thing? I think there are a lot of different paths you can take in this place. Do you find
and let me
that?
tell you, if he was on a nature path, I would want to be on that path too. We might go off the path with Mr. Dan here, Mr. Saxon.
That's another path you can choose. Sucking dick at Runyon Canyon.
Hello. My relationship with drugs and alcohol changed after I got back from Burning Man, because I was spending a bunch of money on pills and the alcohol was like dumbing and numbing the effect of it, and I wasn't getting it. So I was like, I shouldn't drink anymore if I'm going to do all this Molly in the desert. So I stopped drinking. And then when I got back to the real world, it's like my taste buds changed somehow, and I couldn't take like anything with any diet soda or anything like fake like that. And then alcohol just didn't taste the same either. So I just stopped, and I was like, I'm going to concentrate on drugs because they don't have calories and they don't make me say stuff that I forget later or black out. Like, pot is kind of like the lesser of the two evils for me. So that's how I picked it and stopped drinking. And it's been about 10 years now.
I wasn't looking for drugs till I found them.
Oh, it also got me a great song.
This message comes from John. Dear Alaska and Willam, my name is John. I bet you know a lot of Johns.
Can I tell you a secret? He's not really my uncle.
I'm an English teacher from Long Island, and the Mayhem ball was dangled above my head for long enough. It's time to whisper my secret into the cave. I have 3 tickets to the show next month. I knew I wasn't missing this concert, so I secured a single ticket. But little did I know my wonderful mom was in the Ticketmaster line too, and secured 2 more tickets in a different section. My 2 best friends, who are not themselves best friends, mind you, have no idea I got a single ticket, never mind 3. How do I choose the seating arrangements? Flip a coin? Also, how do I tell the other friend how I chose? I want to be honest, but not hurtful. Thanks for your spectacular podcast and your help in this rather monstrous predicament I found myself in. With love, John. So wait.
He bought a ticket. His mom also bought him 2 tickets. They're not in the same section. So what you need to do, John, is you sit in the 2-seater section with one of your friends for half of the show, and then the other half of the show, the other friend gets the single seat. Or every 3 songs or something. Whatever. I don't know. Every couple songs, switch off. So both of your friends can experience the good single rider seat. And then they can both have some camaraderie with you too, and then go do drugs in the bathroom together or vape.
That is a great
vape in the handicap stall.
Yes.
Yes.
What's the king who split the baby in half?
Solomon.
That's very Solomon of you. Very cut
Which
the
is
baby
weird
in half.
because normally I don't like solo men. Groups.
We're down for groups. This message comes from T.
I love it when you quote me.
Yeah. Lots of discography to draw upon.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, dolls and dipkins. Long-time listener, first time writing in. I come bearing a deep cut and a burning question. So I was listening to a Golden Girls recap podcast, as one does, and they were covering season 1, episode 22. At one point, Dorothy makes her entrance with a very familiar hello, 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 and suddenly I clutched my pearls. Here's the thing. I'm the executive director of a performing arts center, and I've made hello, hello, hello my go-to audience greeting, partly to avoid the gendered good evening, ladies and gentlemen line, but mostly because I thought I was borrowing it from RuPaul's workroom entrances on Drag Race. But now I'm considering, was Ru actually referencing Dorothy's Bornak all along? Considering Mama Ru's love for the girls, could this be a full circle homage? I've linked one of Dorothy's hello, hello, hello entrances for reference. Not that Alaska needs a refresher, Golden Girls encyclodiva that she is. And for needs assistance boarding, don't have any priority pics to share, I've attached a photo of me and my husband dressed as Cher and Sunny. Multiple people told me I look like Detox. And listen, I could never be that stunning, but I will revel in the compliment for sure. Thanks for bringing pure chaotic joy to my ears every week. You both make the world a weirder, gayer, and more fabulous place. Love you, mean it. XOXO Twinkle Toes. Who does she... There's this queen that she looks like in this picture. And it's not Detox. Who... There's a queen you look like.
Yeah, it definitely gives me D a little bit, but
early D.
Yeah, early. So does that? I wonder if one of the, because we always thought that Ru's Hello 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 was based on Valerie Cherish.
It is. She's confirmed that.
And we do know that Valerie Cherish, the show, The Comeback, was kind of based on Shelley Long's breakdown on a pilot, which one of the Comeback's writers actually worked on. I think Dan Lukatinsky or something. It was either Shelley Long or Shelley Duvall, one of them.
Probably
one of them
Shelley
had
Long.
like a massive breakdown. And that's what The Comeback was kind of based on. There's like the same hair and everything. So I'm not sure if it's references upon references or what it is, but did you know about this?
I knew that Dorothy said it, but I don't think it is the iconic. It's definitely not RuPaul's reference. RuPaul has confirmed that it was a reference to Valerie Cherish saying hello, hello, hello. And I don't know if there's a correlation between Valerie Cherish doing it and Dorothy's Bornak. But you know what? Anus thing is possible.
And we do have a great drag name out of this, possibly Encyclodivia.
Encyclodivia Brown.
Possibly.
We thank you so much for tuning in this week. We want to hear your questions, so send us some short, quick, interesting stories and questions and pictures of you dressed like Cher and Sunny. She didn't say Sunny and Cher. She said Cher and Sunny. Let it be known. Send in your DM to racechaserpodcast@gmail.com.
And we thank you so much for listening to this episode of
Hot Goss. Daddy.
That's Hot Goss.
Remember, please take a moment. Ducks this pussy, sweetie. Please take a moment to rate and review our show on your podcast apps. And a shout out to all of our Mom Plus Gold subscribers who are listening to this episode ad-free behind the good pussy paywall. We see you.
And to sign up for Mom Plus and Mom Plus Gold, please visit patreon.com/Mom Plus.
And follow us on Instagram @TheOnlyAlaska5000, @Willam, @RaceChaserPod, @MomPodcasts.
And we will be... Oh, and please stay safe out there, everybody. And we will be back next week with another steaming
Dipping.
Scalding serving of
Hot Goss.
Oh. Oh.
Mom.
To listen to Hot Goss ad-free and to get access to all of Mom Podcast's premium content, including weekly episodes of Unplugged, check out Mom Plus Gold at mompodcast.plus.
Hot Goss is produced by Moguls of Media, a.k.a. Mom.
Hosted by Alaska and Willam.
Produced by Big Dipper.
Editing and sound design by Will Pitts.
Our theme song is Twisted by Alaska Thunderfuck.
Media and design support by Stone Cold.
Executive produced by Alaska, Willam, Big Dipper, Camille Stennis, and Joe Cilio.
I have a drag name this week. This one is really stupid, but I like it. You've heard of the soda Sierra Mist?
Yes.
Well, her name is Sierra Mystique.
Oh. Okay.
The non-passable doll.
I guess she is the non-passable doll. Oh, and there's also a Vegas girl. Her name is Penny Slots. She's a Vegas girl. She's trying to get a gig at Piranha, but they will not hire her.
They said, girl, go to Gypsy. King Molasses was nice enough to correspond with a little drag name for us, and it is a drag king that's already around named Elvis Herselvis. Which I think is a wonderful name. Elvis Herselvis.
Oh, work.
Just like it sounds.